Rain falls hard. Two little girls stand alone beside a fresh grave, holding each other like they might fall. A man in a black suit is shaking, not from the cold, but from a pain that cuts deep. His eyes look empty. His whole world has died with her, and he has no idea that his wife left behind a secret that will break him, save him, or change everything he thinks he lost. The rain felt heavy that day. Marcus did not blink as the workers lowered the coffin into the ground. It was like his body had forgotten how to move. People stood behind him under their umbrellas, whispering about how strong he used to be. But Marcus did not hear anything. His eyes were locked on the coffin. His hands were cold. His breath slow. The twins, Amara and Zara, stood close to him. Their small fingers pressed against his coat. But he did not react. Before we start, tap subscribe to support the channel. The girls looked scared. Not just because their mother was gone, but because their father was slipping away too. The wind pushed the rain sideways. Someone closed an umbrella near him. Someone touched his shoulder. He did not turn. He only stared at the grave and whispered something so soft only the rain heard it. "Sophia, please don't leave me." Amara tugged his sleeve. "Papa, can we go home?" Her voice shook. Marcus finally blinked. He looked down at her, but his eyes were hollow. "Home?" he repeated, like he had forgotten what that word meant. Zara leaned against her sister, tears mixing with rain. "Papa, please." Marcus nodded slowly. "Let's go," he said. But his voice sounded broken, like a man trapped underwater. Black cars waited for them. The driver opened the door, but Marcus did not move. He looked back one last time at the grave, as if waiting for Sophia to rise and tell him everything would be okay. But she didn't. She couldn't. They drove away in silence. Everything before this day felt like a dream now. A warm one. A perfect one. Flashbacks played in Marcus's mind, the whole ride home. He saw Sophia laughing with him in their kitchen. He saw her running through their big yard, chasing the twins as they giggled. He saw her smile in the hospital that last night, weak but still trying to stay strong. She squeezed his hand and whispered, "Take care of the girls. They need you, even when you feel you have nothing left." He remembered how he nodded, believing he could handle anything. He didn't know how wrong he was. At home, the mansion felt too large, too empty, too quiet. Everything reminded him of her. Her perfume on the hallway walls, her shoes near the closet, her favorite blanket on the couch. Marcus poured himself a drink the moment they walked in. The twins watched him from the stairs, not sure what to say. They were only 8. They wanted their father. But their father wanted his pain more. The next few weeks became a blur. Marcus stopped going to meetings. He stopped answering calls. He barely slept. He sat alone in his study with the curtains closed, staring at his desk or an empty glass. Sometimes both. The twins tried again and again. "Papa, can we show you our drawings? Papa, can we have lunch together? Papa, can you help us with homework?" Every time, Marcus would say, "Not now," or "Later," or he would say nothing at all. The girls would walk away quietly. They still hoped he would change tomorrow, but tomorrow always came the same. Then, the business started falling apart. Marcus used to walk into boardrooms like he owned the world. Now he arrived late, confused, or not at all. Partners lost trust. Investors whispered. People who once respected him now looked at him like he was a sinking ship. In one meeting, a board member said, "Marcus, we cannot keep covering your mistakes. Your absence is costing millions." Marcus rubbed his face. "I just need time," he said. But nobody believed him. Phones kept ringing. Deals kept failing. And David, his best friend and business partner, began taking over tasks Marcus ignored. At first, it looked helpful. Later, it looked like control. One afternoon, Marcus came home and found a bank notice on his desk. Red letters. Big warnings. He stared at it for a long moment, then dropped to his chair. and held his face with both hands. "I'm losing everything," he whispered. The twins watched him from the doorway. They had never seen him cry before. It scared them. "Papa?" Amara stepped inside slowly. Marcus didn't hear her. His tears hit the paper like small raindrops. Zara moved closer. "Papa, please don't cry." Marcus looked up. His eyes were red. He forced a smile, but it looked painful. "Go upstairs, girls. Please, but we want to help," Amara said softly. "You can't," he said, almost angry. "Just go." The girls froze. Then they turned and walked away, holding each other's hands. When they reached the top of the stairs, Zara whispered, "Papa doesn't smile anymore." Amara nodded. "He doesn't even see us. He doesn't even see us. He doesn't even see us." Days turned into weeks. The mansion felt colder. Staff members started leaving. Boxes piled up with things being sold or taken away. Marcus didn't fight any of it. He acted like he deserved to lose everything, like life was punishing him for something he couldn't control. One night, the girls sat in their room with their school bags open. They were packing for a school trip they didn't want to attend. Kids at school were already whispering about them. Their dad lost money. Their mom is dead. They won't stay rich for long. Amara hugged her knees. "I miss Mama." Zara leaned against her. "Me too." They stayed like that for a long time, listening to the sound of their father pacing downstairs, talking angrily on the phone. He sounded frustrated, lost, scared. The next morning, movers arrived. More furniture gone. More rooms empty. The girls walked through the halls slowly, as if walking through their memories. Later that evening, while searching for their old toys in the attic, they found something behind a dusty stack of boxes. A wooden box with a small gold lock. It had Sophia's handwriting on it. "For my girls, open when Papa needs you most." Both twins froze. Their little hearts jumped. Zara whispered, "Amara, this is from Mama." They carried the box to the light. Their hands shook as they opened it. Inside were Sophia's diary, letters, and one sealed envelope. The envelope said, "The truth." The girls looked at each other. Their mother never lied. If she wrote something like this, it meant everything. Amara opened the diary first. Pages filled with notes, memories, and secret thoughts. Near the middle, there was a line that made both girls gasp. "I know about David's plan. I know what he will do after I'm gone." The girls' eyes widened. David, their father's best friend. The man he trusted more than anyone. They kept reading. Their breaths quick. "If you're reading this, it means I'm gone, and Marcus has lost everything. But I made sure you would have what he needs to stand again." Zara grabbed the sealed envelope. "Amara, should we show Papa?" Amara nodded. "Yes, Mama wanted us to." Downstairs, Marcus was sitting on the floor with bills around him. His hair messy. His eyes empty again. "Papa," Amara said gently. Marcus sighed. "Girls, not now." Zara stepped in front of him and held up the box. "Mama left this." Marcus looked at it without moving. His breath hitched. "What?" "Mama knew something," Amara said. "She wrote it for us. For you." Marcus stared at the box for a long moment. His hands shook as he reached out and touched the wood. "Sophia, what did you do?" He opened the envelope. His eyes slowly widened. Something inside him woke up. Something he thought had died with her. The truth was finally coming, and nothing would be the same after this. Marcus stared at the papers in his hands for a long time. His fingers shook a little. His eyes moved slowly from one line to the next. The room felt quiet. Too quiet. Even the twins did not dare breathe loudly. They watched him with wide eyes, waiting for him to say something. But Marcus didn't speak. Not even one word. If you're still watching, Make sure to subscribe for more emotional stories. He read the papers again. Fraud. Money moved in secret. Fake signatures. Hidden deals. Every page carried the same name. David. His closest friend. The man he trusted with everything. The man who stood by him at the funeral and told him, "I'm here for you, brother." Marcus felt something break inside him. It was not fear. It was not sadness. It was anger. Deep, slow anger that burns quietly until it hits your heart. He finally whispered, "Sophia, you knew this?" His voice was almost too soft to hear. Amara stepped closer. "Papa?" Marcus didn't respond. He walked to his desk and put the papers down. He leaned over the table with both hands, trying to breathe. His shoulders moved up and down. His head hung low. Zara looked at her sister, scared. "Is Papa okay?" "I don't know," Amara whispered. Marcus lifted his head slowly. His eyes were red, not from crying, but from the weight of everything falling at once. He looked at the twins. He looked at the box. He looked at the envelope. Then he closed his eyes. "I trusted him," Marcus said with a rough voice. "I trusted David with my life, with my company, with my family." The twins took small steps toward him. They were afraid, but they didn't want to leave him alone. Amara spoke first. "Papa, Mama wanted us to find this. Mama wanted us to find this." Zara nodded. "She wrote it for you." Marcus opened his eyes and sat down heavily on the couch. The twins sat beside him, one on each side. He did not push them away this time. Their presence felt warm, like a soft blanket on a cold night. Marcus picked up the diary from the wooden box. His hands steadied a little. He opened the page where the girls had read earlier. He read Sophia's handwriting again. "I know about David's plan. I know what he will do after I'm gone. I'm gone. I know what he will do. After I'm gone. I know what he will do." Marcus closed the diary for a moment and pressed it to his forehead. He whispered, "Sophia, why didn't you tell me? Why did you face this alone?" Amara placed her hand on his arm. "Mama didn't want you to fight when she was sick. They have some from the Tamans." Zara wiped her eyes. "She wanted you to focus on her." That. Marcus looked at them. His face softened a little. "She should have told me anyway." "She trusted you," Amara said. "She trusted all of us." Marcus opened the diary again. He read the next line slowly. "I cannot stop David. I am too weak. But I can protect our daughters. They will help Marcus when he cannot help himself." Marcus shut his eyes. His throat tightened. He felt both pain and love at the same time. Then Zara noticed something else inside the box. A small memory card. She held it up. "Papa, what is this?" Marcus stared at it. His breath caught. "It's a video file. Maybe a message." The twins' hearts jumped. They already knew who the message was from. Marcus placed the memory card into his laptop. The screen lit up. A video window opened. For a moment, Marcus couldn't breathe. The girls grabbed each other's hands tightly. The video started. There she was, Sophia. She was lying on a hospital bed. Her face looked tired, her hair messy, but her eyes still held that warm softness. And when she spoke, her voice felt like home. "My love, if you're watching this, it means I'm gone." Marcus covered his mouth. A broken sound escaped him. Amara and Zara started crying right away. Soft, shaky tears. Sophia smiled gently on the screen. "I know you feel lost. I know you feel like the world is falling. And I'm sorry. I wish I could stay. I wish I could be there when you wake up. I wish I could watch the girls grow. But life didn't give me more time." Marcus whispered, "Sophia, why didn't you tell me you were making this?" "This." Sophia continued speaking. "I found out about David. I found out about the things he was doing behind your back. I didn't tell you because I knew you. I knew how much you loved me. If I told you, you would fight him with everything you had. You would destroy yourself trying to save me and the company at the same time. Marcus felt his eyes burn. Tears fell silently down his face. Sophia kept talking. I had to think bigger. I had to protect our daughters. I had to protect our future. So I did something. She took a slow breath in the video. I moved 40% of the company shares into the girls' trust fund. They own a part of the company now. They have power. David cannot touch it. David. Marcus sat up straighter. Shock filled his face. He looked at the twins, then at the screen again. Sophia smiled weakly. Marcus, you didn't lose everything. You still have them. Our daughters. They will help you stand again. They will remind you of who you are. And you must be their father again. Zara covered her face with her hands. Amara leaned against Marcus, crying softly. Sophia finished with a warm, soft voice. I love you. I love our girls. Please, live again. Please get up. For them. For us. The video ended. Silence filled the room. The kind of silence that feels heavy and full. Marcus stared at the blank screen long after the video stopped. He breathed slowly, like he was waking up from a long sleep. The twins leaned on him, crying into his arms. Marcus wrapped his arms around them both, holding them tight. He didn't care if he cried. He didn't care if the world saw him weak. His heart felt real again, alive again. I'm sorry, he whispered to them. I'm so sorry I left you alone. I didn't mean to. I didn't know how to live without her. Amara shook her head. But we're here, Papa. Zara wiped his tears with her small hand. Mama trusted us. We trust you. Marcus hugged them tighter. I won't fail you again. I promise. He stood up slowly, still holding the papers. Something inside him changed. His eyes no longer looked empty. They looked clear, focused, awake. He looked at the stairs that led up to his office. I'm not finished, he said in a low voice. Amara smiled. What will you do, Papa? Marcus picked up Sophia's diary and the envelope. What I should have done a long time ago. Zara grabbed his hand. We can help. Marcus looked down at her. You already have. He walked toward his office. The twins followed behind him like two small shadows filled with hope. Marcus sat at his desk, turned on the lamp, and laid out every paper. Sophia's handwriting, the legal documents, the trust information, every detail of David's betrayal. He studied everything carefully, his hands steady now, his mind sharp, his heart ready. He whispered, Sophia, thank you. You saved us all. The twins sat on the carpet beside him, watching proudly as their father slowly came back to life. The sadness was still there. The pain was still there. But now he had something else too, strength, and he wasn't alone anymore. Tomorrow would be different. Tomorrow, the fight would begin. Marcus woke up early the next morning. For the first time in many months, he felt awake. Not fully healed. Not fully strong. But awake. The sky outside his window was still dark. But he didn't care. He did not want to sleep anymore. He wanted to work. He wanted to fix what he had lost. He wanted to stand up again, just like Sophia asked him to. He walked downstairs and found the twins already awake. They were sitting on the couch with their school uniforms halfway on. They were Didna. Their hair was messy, and their faces were sleepy. But when they saw Marcus enter the room, they both sat up straighter. Papa, you're awake early, Zara said softly. Marcus gave a small smile. I have a lot to do. Amara nodded. We can help. Marcus shook his head gently. Today you go to school. Today you act normal. I will handle the rest. Zara looked unsure. Will you be okay alone? Marcus kneeled in front of them. I won't be alone, he said. Your mother is with me. Both girls hugged him at the same time. Marcus hugged them back tightly. After breakfast, He dropped them at school himself. Parents looked at him strangely. Some whispered. Some stared at him with pity. Others with judgment. He ignored all of them. He only bent down and kissed his daughters on their heads. "Have a good day," he said. "We love you, Papa," the twins said together. "I love you more," he replied. He drove away with a different fire in his eyes. He was not the man who drowned his pain in alcohol. He was not the man who ignored his daughters. He was not the man who gave up. He was Marcus Wellington again. When he reached the office building, security guards looked surprised. They had not seen him come this early in months. Some even thought he quit. But Marcus walked in slowly, holding a folder tightly in his hand. The elevator ride felt long. As he went up, old memories came back. Meetings, laughter, success, goals, a life he once lived proudly. And then, the last few months came to mind. Empty chairs, missed calls, failed deals, David whispering lies. Marcus missing everything his wife had tried to warn him about. When the elevator doors opened, he stepped out. People turned when they saw him. Some whispered. Some raised their eyebrows. Some looked away. Marcus ignored all of them and walked straight to the conference room. Inside, he saw David already sitting at the head of the table. David looked calm, organized, confident. His hair was perfect. His suit sharp, like a man who had everything under control. David looked up and pretended to be happy. "Marcus, you're early. This is surprising." Marcus didn't smile. "We need to talk." David leaned back in his chair. "Of course. I wanted to talk too. The board has some concerns. You know, with your absence and—" "Stop," Marcus said firmly. David raised an eyebrow. "Excuse me?" Marcus walked to the table and placed the folder in front of him. "I know what you did." David froze for a moment. Only his eyes moved. "What I did?" "Marcus, what are you talking about?" Marcus opened the folder and slid one paper toward him. "Your signatures. Your transfers. Your documents. You stole from my company." And David forced a laugh. "What? Marcus, this is insane. You think I would do that to you?" Marcus pulled out another document. "This is your account number. The money went here." David swallowed tightly, his hands clenched on the table. "Where did you get this?" Marcus stared at him. "My wife left it." "First." David's face changed. Fear. Real fear. It showed for just 1 second, before he covered it with fake calmness again. "Look, Marcus. I know you're hurting. I know you're not thinking straight. Losing Sophia was... Or..." Marcus slammed his hand on the table. "Don't say her name." Everyone in the hallway looked through the glass walls. A few people stopped walking. David slowly stood up. "Marcus, listen. Whatever this is, we can work through it. You and I. Like before. We're partners." "We were partners," Marcus said. "Until you betrayed me." David stepped closer. "You have no proof." "No." Marcus opened the folder wider. "I have everything. And Sophia gave me more than you know." David's eyes flickered. "What do you mean?" Marcus leaned closer. "The girls own 40% of this company. They are legal shareholders. They outrank you." David went pale. "What? That's impossible." "That's..." Marcus took a deep breath. "Sophia made sure you could not win." David stopped pretending now, his face twisted with anger. "She ruined everything. She didn't trust me. She..." "Enough," Marcus said coldly. "You tried to destroy me. You tried to take the company. You pretended to help while stabbing me behind my back." David stepped forward aggressively. "Well, now you know. And it's too late. I already have control. The board trusts me. You're just a broken man living in memories. We get as another." Marcus didn't blink. "Not anymore." David laughed. "And what will you do?" Cry? Beg? You have nothing. Marcus lifted the folder one last time. I have the truth. And truth is enough. Security arrived behind him. Lawyers walked in with documents. The board members entered the room. Curious and tense. Someone had already called them. David looked around, now trapped. What is this? Marcus spoke calmly. This is your end. The lawyers handed out files to everyone. While reading, the board members' faces changed. Shock, disgust, anger. David stepped back. This is fake. This is all fake. Raban! 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 One board member shook his head. No, it's not. These are real signatures. These dates match. These accounts match. Another member stood up. You are done, David. David looked at Marcus one last time, his voice shaking. You will regret this. Marcus stared at him without fear. I already regret trusting you. Nothing worse can happen. Nothing. Security grabbed David's arms. He struggled, but they held him tight. You can't do this. I built this place too. I worked for this. Marcus is the weak one, not me. His voice echoed down the hallway as they dragged him out. People stared. Phones recorded. Eyes watched. David's downfall was loud, messy, and public, but Marcus stood still, breathing slowly. When the noise faded, he felt something inside him shift. Not joy, not victory. Something quieter, relief. A board member approached him. Marcus, we had no idea. I know. He replied simply. What now? Another member asked. Marcus looked at the empty seat David left behind. He thought of Sophia. He thought of his daughters. And he made his choice. I rebuild, Marcus said. But not alone. He walked back to his office after that. The same office he had once avoided because everything in it reminded him of his loss. But today, it felt different. Lighter. Brighter. Like a door had opened inside his heart. He sat at his desk and opened the drawer where Sophia kept a photo of the family. Marcus touched her face on the picture. Thank you, he whispered. Around noon, he picked up the twins from school. They ran to the car with big smiles. Papa, how was your day? Marcus smiled wide, a real smile this time. Busy, but good. They climbed in. Amara leaned forward. Did you fix the office problems? Marcus nodded. I started. Zara held his hand. Mama would be proud. Mama would be proud. He felt his heart warm. I hope so. They went home together. The mansion still looked empty, but something inside felt full again. The twins sat at the dining table doing homework, while Marcus cooked simple pasta for them. They laughed, talked, and made jokes. Something normal. Something he missed. After dinner, the twins showed him the wooden box again. Marcus opened it and took out Sophia's diary. He read some pages out loud. Stories she wrote about the twins. Moments she loved. Small memories she didn't want forgotten. The girls listened with soft smiles. They asked questions. They shared memories too. The house did not feel cold anymore. Later that night, Marcus tucked them into bed. He kissed their foreheads. Sleep well, my little heroes, he whispered. Amara smiled with sleepy eyes. Papa, are you happy again? Papa, Marcus thought for a moment. I'm getting there. Zara reached out and held his hand. Mama helped you, and both of you helped me more, Marcus said. He turned off the light and stood at the doorway for a moment looking at them. Peaceful. Safe. Stronger than they ever should have had to be at their age. When he went downstairs, he sat on the couch and looked around the house. It still held pain, but now it held hope too. He whispered into the quiet room. Sophia, I'm standing. You can rest now. He leaned back, closed his eyes, and breathed deeply. Tomorrow, he would start rebuilding the company. Tomorrow, he would start rebuilding their home. Tomorrow, he would start rebuilding himself. But for now, he was just a father who had found his way back. Marcus woke up early again the next day. The sun had not risen yet, but he felt ready. His body felt lighter, his mind clearer. He went to the kitchen and made breakfast for the twins. Simple eggs, toast, and warm milk. It was the first time in months that he cooked for them. The twins came downstairs rubbing their eyes. They froze when they saw the table. "Papa, you made breakfast?" Zara asked. Marcus smiled. "Yes. Sit down. Eat before it gets cold." The girls sat slowly, surprised. Amara looked at him with soft eyes. "You're changing." Marcus sat beside them. "I needed to. Your mother helped me see the truth. And you too, you brought me back." They all ate quietly, but the silence was different now. Not heavy. Not sad. Warm. Safe. After breakfast, Marcus dropped them at school again. This time, he walked them to the school gate. Other parents stared. Some whispered, but Marcus didn't care. He bent down and hugged his girls tight. "Have a good day," he said. "We will," the twins replied with smiles. Marcus stood there until they entered the building. He felt proud. He felt alive. Then he went straight to the office. Today was not a fight day. Today was a rebuild day. The moment he walked into the building, people stood a little straighter. Some felt nervous. Some felt hopeful. They all knew something big had happened yesterday. And they all knew Marcus was back. He went to the conference room. The board members were waiting. One of them spoke. "Marcus, we want to hear your plan." Marcus nodded. "Good. Because I have one." He placed documents on the table. They showed numbers, losses, weak spots, missing deals, bad management under David. "I let things fall," Marcus said. "So now I will fix them. But I will not make the same mistakes. I need a new team. A clean start." Another board member said, "We agree. We can help." Marcus looked around the room. "Thank you. But I want you to understand something. I am not doing this for me alone. I'm doing it for my daughters. And for Sophia's memory. I have—" Everyone stayed quiet. They respected his words. Marcus continued. "We rebuild slowly. Step by step. No rush decisions. No risky deals." The board nodded. After the meeting, Marcus walked through each department. People stood up when he passed. Some smiled. Some looked nervous. He shook hands. He asked questions. He apologized for his absence. He thanked people for staying. Hours passed. He worked nonstop. The old Marcus, the strong leader, was returning piece by piece. Later in the afternoon, he sat in his office, looking at a picture of the twins on his desk. They were younger in the photo, laughing with ice cream on their faces. He felt his heart warm again. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door. "Come in," Marcus said. It was a woman from the finance team. She looked scared. "Sir, I just wanted to say I'm glad you're back." Marcus smiled kindly. "Thank you. It means a lot." She nodded and left. Marcus leaned back in his chair. He didn't realize how much he meant to people. How much his silence had hurt them too. He touched the folder. Sophia left. Her strength was still guiding him. When school ended, he picked up the twins again. They ran to the car, talking fast as always. "Papa, guess what? We had a spelling test." "Papa, a girl in my class said she likes my braids." "Papa, can we get ice cream?" Marcus laughed softly. "Yes. After homework." The girls groaned playfully. At home, they sat at the dining table doing math while Marcus cooked again. Pasta, with vegetables. They kept looking at him, smiling whenever he turned around. "Papa," Amara said softly, "you seem happy." Marcus stirred the food. "I'm trying, and I feel better when I'm with you." After dinner, they sat together in the living room. Marcus opened Sophia's diary again. He read a small part out loud. One day the girls will grow strong. One day Marcus will find himself again. And one day our family will be whole. Zara leaned on him. Mama believed in you. Marcus nodded. Yes, more than I ever deserved. The twins hugged him tightly. He held them close, his heart full. The house that once felt cold now felt warm again. The next morning, something surprising happened. A reporter stood outside their gate. She held a microphone and looked excited. Mr. Wellington, is it true your business partner was arrested? Is it true you returned to work? Marcus looked calm. No comment, but she kept asking. Are you building the company again? Are the rumors true that your daughters own part of it? Marcus stopped. My family is private. Please respect that. He went inside and took a deep breath. He didn't want the girls to see the news. But they did. Amara sat on the couch holding a tablet. Papa, you're on the internet. Zara held out her phone. People are saying you're strong again. Marcus sighed. I don't want you to worry about any of that. But we're not scared, Zara said. We're proud. Marcus looked at them and smiled. Then that's all that matters. He sat with them and gently took the tablet away. Let's not read too much. We have better things to do. Like rebuilding their life. Their family. Over the next weeks, things changed fast. Workers came to fix the broken parts of the mansion. Paint, lights, leaks. Marcus didn't want it to look rich again. He wanted it to look alive again. He sold old furniture that reminded him too much of the past. He bought smaller, simpler things. Softer colors. Warmer lights. A cozy couch where the three of them could sit together. A new dining table where they could eat as a family. The girls helped with everything. They painted their room peach and purple. They put new stickers on their wardrobes. They filled the shelves with their drawings. The house slowly became a home again. At work, Marcus changed the way he talked to people. He listened more. He thanked them more. He helped more. Slowly, trust returned. People smiled when he walked by. Some even asked him for advice, something they hadn't done in months. One day, the twins visited his office after school. Everyone stopped what they were doing. They stared at the two little girls, walking in with pink backpacks and proud smiles. Zara whispered, Papa, everyone is looking. Marcus smiled. Because you two are the future of this company. The girls giggled. He let them sit in the boardroom chairs. They spun around, laughing. Workers passing by smiled. The building felt lighter with their presence. Papa, Amara asked, is this where Mama used to sit when she helped you? Marcus nodded. Yes. She used to sit right here. She always had good ideas. 7. Ready. 7. Zara jumped up. I have ideas too, Marcus laughed. I bet you do. They stayed for an hour. They colored papers. They ate snacks. They asked questions about business. Marcus explained everything. In simple words, this company is not just about money. It's about building something, helping people. Zara nodded, like she understood everything. At the end, Marcus hugged them tightly. You two bring life wherever you go. We're just like Mama, Amara said. Yes, Marcus said softly. You are. As days turned into weeks, things got better. Not perfect, but better. One afternoon, Marcus came home early. He heard the twins laughing upstairs. When he walked up, he found them in the attic again, sitting with the wooden box open, reading Sophia's diary. He stood quietly at the doorway. Amara read a page out loud. I hope one day Marcus smiles again. Thanks. Marcus felt tears touch his eyes. He stepped in and sat beside them. I'm smiling now, he said. Zara hugged him. Mama would be happy. Marcus touched their heads gently. And I'm happy because of both of you. They sat together in the attic for a long time, reading old letters and looking at photos. Marcus told them stories about Sophia. Funny ones. Sweet ones. The twins laughed. They cried. They held the memories close. One night, as they walked to their rooms, Zara asked a soft question. Papa, do you miss Mama? Every day? Marcus held her hand. Every single day. But missing her doesn't break me anymore. It reminds me to keep going. Amara hugged him from the side. We will keep going with you. Yes, Marcus whispered. We will. Another week passed. The company held a board meeting to discuss a new plan. Marcus sat at the head of the table again where he belonged. A board member said, We are impressed with your leadership. The numbers are rising again. Another added, Your daughter's owning shares gives the company stability. It shows long-term vision. Marcus smiled. It was Sophia's plan, not mine. Someone responded, Then she was a smart woman. 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 Marcus nodded softly. The smartest. After the meeting, he called the twins into the office. He had something special to show them. They sat in the boardroom again. This time the lights were warm. The room felt full of life. Marcus opened a folder and showed them a simple chart. This is our future plan. This is how we rebuild. And I want you two to be part of it. Zara's eyes widened. Us? But we're kids. Marcus smiled. Kids who are brave. Kids who found the truth. Kids who saved their father. Amara reached for his hand. We're with you, Papa. Always. Marcus felt a lump in his throat. And I'm with you. Always. That night, they sat together on the new cozy couch, watching an old home video of Sophia playing with the twins in the backyard. Her laughter filled the room. Warm. Bright. Safe. The twins leaned against Marcus. He put his arms around them. They watched, quietly. At the end, Sophia looked into the camera and said, Take care of each other. Marcus kissed the girls' heads. We will. He whispered. They stayed like that until the video ended, the three of them together in a home that was healing again. And for the first time in a long time, Marcus felt something he thought he had lost forever. Hope. Marcus woke up one morning and felt something new. Something calm. Something steady. It was the first time in many months he opened his eyes without feeling a weight on his chest. He sat up slowly and looked around the room. Sunlight shined through the curtains. The air felt warm. The house didn't feel empty anymore. Downstairs, he heard the twins laughing. Actual laughter. Not forced. Not tired. Real, happy laughter. He smiled to himself and walked downstairs. Amara and Zara were trying to make pancakes. The kitchen counter was a mess. Flour everywhere. A bowl tipped over. A spoon on the floor. When they saw Marcus, they froze. Papa, we can explain, Zara shouted. Yes, Amara said. We were cooking, but cooking attacked us first. With might to the Claston, Marcus started laughing. Not a small, quiet laugh. A real laugh. The kind he used to have years ago. It's okay, he said. Let me help before you burn the kitchen. The girls giggled. They handed him the bowl. Marcus mixed the batter while they tried to clean the flour on the counter. Zara sneezed, and the flour puffed up into the air again. Marcus shook his head. You two are chaos. Happy chaos, Amara said proudly. They ate pancakes together at the dining table. The twins told stories from school. One about a boy who fell off his chair. One about a girl who shared candy with them. Marcus listened to every word. He didn't look at his phone. He didn't drift away in thoughts. He was there with them. Fully there. After breakfast, he drove them to school. This time, the girls held his hands on the way to the gate. Papa, Zara said, are you coming to our school event tomorrow? Marcus stopped walking. What event? Amara rolled her eyes. Papa, The parent day. We told you before, but you forgot. Marcus knelt down. I won't forget now. I'll be there. I promise. The twins smiled so big it made his heart warm. They hugged him tightly before running into the building. Marcus stood there watching them go. He felt proud. He felt like a real father again. Felt proud. At the office, things were improving. People smiled more. Work was getting done faster. Departments were sending positive reports. Marcus met with every team, making sure they had what they needed. He entered the big office where Sophia used to sit beside him. He touched the chair next to his. He whispered, I'm doing it, Sophia. Just like you wanted. He checked emails, signed forms, approved new plans. He no longer felt lost. Work didn't scare him anymore. It gave him strength. Around noon, a lawyer arrived with final documents about David's case. Everything is complete, the lawyer said. He pleaded guilty. He will face jail time. He will face jail time. Marcus nodded slowly. Good. The lawyer paused. Are you relieved? Marcus thought for a moment. Not relieved, but free. The lawyer smiled. Your wife made the right plan. Yes. Marcus said softly. She always did. 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 After work, he went home early to spend time with the twins. He found them in the backyard playing with a soccer ball. Their laughter echoed across the yard. Papa, come play. Zara yelled. Marcus removed his jacket and walked toward them. You want to lose to me? Amara gasped. We are strong. They played for almost an hour. Marcus slipped twice, and the twins kept laughing. They teased him. He teased them back. The sky changed colors. Orange, pink, light purple. It felt peaceful, like life was slowly healing. After the game, they sat on the grass breathing hard. Zara looked up at the sky. Mama used to sit here with us. Marcus nodded. She loved watching the sunset. Amara rested her head on his shoulder. Papa, do you still talk to Mama? Marcus closed his eyes for a moment. In my heart, yes. I tell her about you two. I tell her we are okay now. Zara whispered. Do you think she hears? Marcus pulled them close. I don't know. But I know she would smile if she did. Inside the house, Marcus made dinner again. This time the twins helped properly. No flour attack. They cut vegetables carefully. They washed plates. Marcus taught them how to stir sauce slowly. After dinner, they all sat on the couch with blankets. They watched a family movie. Marcus sat in the middle, the twins leaning against him. He smiled through the whole movie. Later that night, he tucked them into bed. Papa? Amara whispered. Can you stay until we sleep? Marcus sat on the edge of the bed. Of course. The girls closed their eyes. Zara held his hand. Amara curled close to her pillow. Marcus watched them breathe slowly. Peaceful. Safe. A soft hair rolled down his cheek. Not from pain, from love. He whispered, Thank you, Sophia. They are so strong because of you. When the girls fell asleep, Marcus walked to the attic. He opened the wooden box again. The smell of old paper filled the room. The diary, the letters, the memories. He sat on the floor and read a page he hadn't read before. It said, One day you will be broken, but you will rise, because our daughters will guide you when I can't. Marcus ran his finger over her handwriting. He whispered, You were right. They saved me. The next morning, he woke up early again. He prepared lunch boxes for the twins, peanut butter sandwiches, apple slices, small notes inside saying, I love you. The twins came down excited for the school event. Papa, you're not late, right? Zara asked. Marcus pretended to look shocked. Late? Me? Never. They laughed and ran to the car. The school event was crowded. Parents everywhere. Kids yelling. Music playing. Teachers organizing games. The twins grabbed Marcus's hands tightly. "Papa, we want to show you our classroom first." "No, first the art room," Zara argued. Marcus laughed. "We will see everything." They took him to every corner of the school. They showed him drawings on the wall, their desks, their favorite teacher, even the water fountain where they once slipped and fell. They showed him every little memory they loved. During a short stage performance, the twins stood in the third row singing with their class. Marcus sat in the audience, recording the whole moment. His eyes were shiny, his heart full. He clapped the loudest when the song ended. When the event was almost over, a teacher came to Marcus. "You must be very proud," she said. Marcus nodded. "More than I can explain." "They worked very hard," the teacher added. "And they always talk about you." Marcus felt his throat tighten. "They do?" "Yes. They say their father is brave." Marcus looked at his daughters. They were waving at him with big smiles. He whispered to himself, "I'm just trying to be who they deserve." After the event, they went to a small ice cream shop. They shared one big bowl with 3 spoons. Zara said, "Papa, your company is doing good now?" Marcus nodded. "Yes, we are fixing everything." Amara leaned closer. "Are we helping?" Marcus kissed her forehead. "More than you know." When they returned home, the house felt different. Lighter. Warmer. Like the walls could breathe again. They entered the living room, and Zara asked softly, "Papa, can we visit Mama's grave soon?" Marcus nodded slowly. "Yes. It's time." Note: the next morning, they got ready. The twins wore simple white dresses. Marcus wore a clean black suit. They bought fresh flowers, Sophia's favorite lilies. The sky was clear that day. No rain, only soft sunlight and gentle wind. At the cemetery, the twins held hands as they walked beside Marcus. When they reached the grave, they stood quietly. Marcus placed the lilies carefully on the stone. The twins knelt down. They touched the grass softly. Zara whispered, "Mama, we miss you." Amara added, "Mama, Papa is strong again." Marcus felt tears rise, but he kept them inside for the girls. He knelt between them. "Sophia," he said softly, "you saved us even when you weren't here. You protected our future. You protected me." The wind blew gently, like a warm touch. Zara looked at the grave. "Mama, we did what you wanted. We helped Papa. And he helped us too," Amara whispered. Marcus looked at the girls with full eyes. "No. You saved me. You saved all of us." They all held hands and sat in silence for a moment. Marcus closed his eyes. "Sophia, thank you for giving us strength. We will live in a way that makes you proud." After a few minutes, the twins stood up. They held Marcus's hands tightly. "Papa, can we go?" Zara asked softly. Marcus nodded. "Yes. Let's go home." As they walked away, the sun warmed their backs. The world felt calm. Safe. They weren't the same broken family anymore. They were healing, growing, becoming something new. When they reached the car, Marcus opened the door for the twins. Zara asked, "Papa, what do we do now?" Marcus smiled gently. "Now, we keep living. We keep loving. We keep moving forward." Amara leaned against him. "Together?" Marcus nodded. "Always together." They drove home with the windows down, feeling the wind on their faces. The twins laughed at silly jokes. Marcus joined them. The sound of their joy filled the car, and for the first time in a very long time, life felt whole again. The next few months moved slowly but softly. Every week brought small changes. Some were big, some were small. Some were so quiet that Marcus didn't notice until later. But all of them worked like gentle healing. One morning, Marcus stood in front of the bathroom mirror, fixing his tie. He realized something. He looked different. Not much younger, not stronger, just alive. His eyes didn't look empty. His face wasn't heavy. The sadness was still there, but it didn't control him anymore. He went downstairs and found the twins packing their school bags. Zara had stickers all over her notebook. Amara had drawn a small heart near her name. "Ready, Papa?" Zara asked. Marcus smiled. "Yes. Ready. Think." They walked to the car, holding hands. At school drop-off, the twins hugged him tightly before running inside. But today was not a normal day for Marcus. Today was a big step. He was hosting a meeting for the whole company. Not just the board, not just the top team. Everyone. He wanted to talk to them. Thank them. Lead them. When he arrived at the office, workers were already gathering in the main hall. Hundreds of people. Talking quietly. Waiting for him. Some were nervous. Some were excited. Some didn't know what to expect. Marcus walked onto the small stage. The room slowly fell silent. He took a breath, looked at the crowd, and spoke. "I don't want to give a long speech," he said. "I just want to be honest." The room stayed quiet. "Months ago, I lost someone important to me. Someone who helped me in everything. When she passed, I fell. Not a small fall. A deep one. I stopped fighting. I stopped leading. I even stopped being a father for a while." People looked at him with soft eyes. "But I stand here today," Marcus continued, "because my daughters saved me. And because this company, all of you, did not give up." A few people nodded. One person clapped softly. Marcus held the microphone tighter. "I want to rebuild with you. Not above you. Not ahead of you. With you. Together. Slowly. Patiently. Strongly." The whole hall broke into applause. Not loud. Not wild. Just sincere. After the meeting, many workers came to shake his hand. Some shared small stories. Some simply said, "Welcome back." Marcus felt touched. He felt supported. Just before he left the hall, a young employee stopped him. "Sir," she said gently, "my mother passed away too. 3 years ago. I also stopped living for some time. Hearing you speak today, it helped me." Marcus placed a hand on her shoulder. "We keep going," he said softly. "That's how we honor them." She nodded, eyes wet, and walked away. Marcus stood in the hallway for a moment, taking a deep breath. The world didn't feel heavy. It felt warm. Later that afternoon, he received an email about a special event for young students, a program where kids could visit their parents' workplaces. The twins had been talking about this for weeks. He smiled and immediately signed the paper. The next morning, he surprised the girls at breakfast. "Tomorrow," Marcus said, "you're coming to work with me. Thanks for watching." The twins jumped up from their chairs. "Really? Are you serious, Papa?" Marcus laughed. "Yes, but you must behave." "No promises," Zara said. Marcus shook his head. "I knew it." The next day, he drove them to the office. They wore matching dresses and small hair ribbons. They held hands as they entered the building. People smiled as the girls passed by. "Your daughters are adorable," someone whispered. Marcus nodded proudly. He showed the twins every part of the building. The elevators. The big hall. The meeting rooms. The snack counter where they grabbed too many cookies. Then he took them to his office. They sat in the big chairs and spun around. "Papa, this chair is too soft," Zara said. "This chair is too big," Amara added. Marcus laughed. "Everything looks big when you're small." He let them draw on the whiteboard. When a few employees walked in to give him documents, they paused and smiled at the colorful drawings all over the wall. Zara whispered to Marcus, "Papa, we gave your office style." Marcus nodded. "Yes, very creative style." Later, he had a small meeting with a few managers. He told the twins to stay quiet. They tried. For 2 minutes. "Papa," Zara whispered loudly. "What does budget mean, Papa?" Amara whispered even louder. "Why is everyone so serious in meetings? Why?" The managers tried not to laugh. Marcus rubbed his forehead. "I will explain later," he whispered. At lunchtime, the girls sat with him in the cafeteria. Workers waved at them. Some offered extra dessert. The twins felt like celebrities. When they were leaving, Zara held Marcus's hand. "Papa," she said softly, "when we grow up, can we work here too?" Marcus stopped walking. He looked at his daughters with full eyes. "Yes," he said gently. "You can do anything you want." They hugged him tightly. At that moment, Marcus felt something rise inside him. Pride, love, strength. When they left the office, he took them to the park. They climbed slides. They held his hands while walking on the grass. Marcus felt free. At home that night, they watched more videos of Sophia. The twins sat close to Marcus. Their eyes soft. Their hearts warm. One video showed Sophia in the backyard, spinning the twins when they were babies. "I love you both," she said in the video. Smiling brightly, Zara whispered, "We love you too, Mama." Marcus kissed their heads. That night, after the girls slept, Marcus sat in the backyard alone. The sky was full of stars, the air cold but calm. He closed his eyes and whispered, "Sophia, I hope you're proud. I'm trying my best. I will raise them well. I promise." He felt peace wash over him. Days turned into weeks again. Life became lighter. Work became better. The house became warmer. The twins grew happier. One afternoon, the girls came running to him, shouting excitedly, "Papa! Papa!" Marcus turned quickly. "What happened?" Zara held up a paper. "We got chosen to speak at the school assembly." Amara jumped. "We have to say something about family." Marcus picked them up and hugged them. "That's amazing," he said. "We want your help," they said together. "Of course," Marcus replied. They spent the evening preparing a small speech. Simple words. Honest words. Words that meant something to their small hearts. Said. The next day, Marcus sat in the school hall with other parents. The twins walked onto the stage holding hands. They looked nervous, but proud. Amara spoke first. "Family is not about having anything big," Zara continued. "Family is about helping each other stand." Amara said, "Even when things go bad," Zara added, "even when someone feels lost." They both finished together. Family means never giving up on each other. The whole room clapped. Marcus stood up, his eyes shining. He felt his heart swell with emotion. After the event, the girls ran to him and hugged him. "Did we do good?" Zara asked. Marcus held them tight. "You did perfect." When they got home that evening, Marcus had an idea. "Girls," he said, "let's go out tonight. Somewhere special." The twins gasped. "Where?" "You'll see," he said. They changed into nice clothes and got into the car. Marcus drove them to a small hill outside the city. A place he hadn't visited in years. A place he and Sophia used to come when they wanted to breathe. The twins stepped out of the car and looked around. "It's beautiful," Zara whispered. They sat on a blanket. Marcus spread out on the grass. The city lights glowed below. The air felt calm. The night sky full of tiny, shining stars. Marcus took a deep breath. "Your mama loved this place." The twins moved closer. "Papa," Amara whispered. "Do you think she sees us?" Marcus looked up at the sky. "Maybe. Or maybe she just lives in here now." Marcus looked up at the sky. He touched his chest. And here. He touched their heads gently. Zara leaned against him. "We miss her every day." Marcus wrapped his arms around them. "I do too." They sat there for a long time. Quiet. Together. Safe. Eventually, the twins fell asleep on his lap. Marcus looked at their peaceful faces and felt something deep inside him. He had lost Sophia. He had lost almost everything. But he hadn't lost the chance to be a father. He hadn't lost the chance to rebuild. He whispered into the night, "We're okay now, Sophia. We're learning. We're growing. We're healing. Answer." He smiled softly, "And we will carry your love with us always." Marcus lifted the twins gently and put them in the car. one on each seat. He buckled them carefully, kissed their heads, and whispered, "Thank you for saving me." He drove home slowly, the city lights glowing around them. When they reached the house, he carried each girl to their beds. Standing at the doorway, he looked at them and breathed deeply. His life was not perfect. His heart still held scars. But he had something stronger now. A new beginning, a new purpose, a family built again piece by piece, day by day. Marcus whispered one last time before turning off the light. "We'll be okay. We'll live. We'll love. We'll move forward. Together." And with that, the story of a broken man became the story of a healed father. Thanks for staying till the end. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.